Greetings YouTube, time for another bargain video. We're starting out with the 13th Age Beast Bestiary and the 13th Age Book of Loot. I actually don't own the 13th Age, but I am familiar with the source material, and a monster book is a monster book and a loot book is a loot book. And I picked those up for 50% off at a gaming store on the way home from Vermont. Rather New York. Well, technically, we went through Vermont. Inside of a dog. What dogs see, smell, and know. The Leviathan post-apocalyptic fantasy battle system. Jaeger. Vermont River, which is a story of a Vermont river from the viewpoint of a fisherman. I bought that from my mother-in-law's boyfriend. And Carriages from New Haven, which is oddly about carriages. And we have some of the great lessons. Great courses. This is String Theory. I picked it up for less than $3. Horrors from Space, Teenagers from Outer Space, Phantoms from Space, and Killers from Space, all on one DVD. The Magic Sword with Basil Rathbone. That's going to be just a trip. The original Invisible Man with commentary track. Kung Fu Panda 3, which we have not seen. Some Looney Tunes. Elvira's Movie Macabre. Double feature, horror pack, woohoo! The Black Scorpion, which is a Ray Harryhausen film, which actually contains two of the models, miniatures, that were created for King Kong from the scenes that were cut. So there was a trapdoor spider and a worm with like some tentacly type style arms, and they were originally in King Kong, but they were cut because they were considered too horrific. So we never got to see them in King Kong, but you can see them in this film. Danger Mouse, The Longest Day, which I got for the commentary track, Futurama's Bender's Big Score, which I thought was kind of cute, and Riding Bean, a very strange anime, just very strange. If anyone else out there has seen this, tell me what you thought. We have some more DVDs coming up in the next section. Citizen Kane, which has a Roger Ebert commentary track, which is what I bought it for. The Quiet Man, Gary Cooper in Sergeant York. Wonder Falls, which is a 13-episode television series, which apparently didn't go very far. But I bought it blind. It just seemed quirky, so I thought I'd give it a view. Bull Durham, which I got for the commentary track, and Rooster Cogburn. Then we have some cards from the Pathfinder Adventure card game. I've never looked at this, so I thought I'd give it a gander and see if it's any good as far as just the card quality and the images, and can I find another use for them. We also have a tarantula, a real tarantula. What's kind of interesting to me, it says, here we go, tarantula, largest American spider, bites only when annoyed, bite is painful, not dangerous. So I thought that was cool, the little educational bit. I used to handle tarantulas when I worked at a pet store. Never had a problem with them. Then we have some figures. Now this figure I picked up separately for $2 because my wife is a major fan of the film Mars Attack. So I picked that up for her. And these other 5 figures came in a bag. I paid $4, I think, for it. We have this guy who's a fish dude. I have no idea what the fish dude's from. Then we have this mutant frog guy, who I also have no idea what it's from. It's got 4 arms and 2 heads, and it's just really freaky. Then we have this guy. I think he might be from a movie, or so I'm not positive. This is, I think, Killer Croc from one of the lines. And this guy, I think, is from Planet 51, but I'm not positive. I love the eye. Makes me smile. I think he's from Planet 51, which is weird because I just saw Planet 51 like a week ago. Then we have the squid thing from The Matrix, and I've always wanted one of these things, and I found it for $6, which is less than I would, I've ever seen it for before, and I'm just going to take it out of the package. I don't give a crap about collectability. We have an IKEA shelf bracket. I picked that up cheap. We have this hand mirror, which I got as a gift for a friend, and I think this is by the artist Peter Block. I have no proof, because there's nothing on here that's signed, but I've seen his hand mirrors before, and I think this is a piece by him, and I liked it. We have some fluorite, which I got from me, because I'm a big fluorite fan. Gonna It's a nice color in there. We have a bell, which is a turtle. It's a nice sound to it. We have a cool old wrench, which I picked up really cheap. We have this large brass key, which I really liked. I have a thing for brass and for keys. We have this, which is an ashtray, which is disgusting, but it's bronze. It weighs 560 grams. It's heavy. And this is an Assyrian winged bull. I don't know what that symbol means. It's an M, and it's bracketed. Anybody knows what that is? Cool, because I don't. It's got no other markings on it, so I can't tell you what the heck this thing is, other than an ashtray, which again is disgusting, but it's beautiful. That bull is awesome. We have some little plastic rulers, which I got for bookmarks. We have a foot thingy for my wife for stretching on her feet. And we have this, which is a lidded container. I really like the pattern and the colors on it. And this is from Emerson Creek, and this is dated 1982. They're still in existence, and they're doing more of a commercial style now. Maybe they did a different style in the past, or maybe the original person named Emerson Creek was the founder, who knows. But I picked it up really cheap. I really like it, so I'm going to find some use for it. I don't know what that will be. And the last section is going to be tools and gadgets and things. Here we have a realistic police scanner, or emergency frequency scanner. I need to get some batteries charged, because apparently this thing only uses rechargeables, and the ones that came out of it they look fine, but I need to recharge them before I can try using it. It specifically says do not use non-rechargeable batteries, so I'm going to try that. We have these two pipes which have round ends. They intrigued me, and they have threads, so I think these were originally tool handles of some kind. Maybe on the same tool, because they're very similar to each other, but I picked them up for a song, so I may use them as weapon handles or something. We have this tightening rig for cable, and I picked up some cable at a different estate sale, completely different place, but never out of the package. I paid almost nothing for that. Then we have this really nice bronze hammer. So now I've got my own Mjolnir, and bronze hammers are expensive. I picked this up for 10 bucks. I mean, it's used, but it's in still decent shape. The head's nice and heavy. It's a nice hammer. We have this, which is known as the roto wrench. It's metric, and each side of this are different diameters of nuts, and you push the silver part this way, which unlocks it, turn it around, and snaps it back in place. So you can have 8 different wrenches all in one little convenient package. I haven't tried it yet, but it was, again, I got it cheap and I thought it was cool. We have these 4 magnets, which each has a hook on it, so I figure I can attach them to my toolbox or my workbench. They're really powerful. They're $1 a piece. And they're completely covered in rubber, so maybe they were used in some kind of sparking environment, but they are powerful because they can actually pick it up the metal frame of this table all the way through the plastic, so they're strong. Then we have these 4 flashlights. The cheap one, I'll be getting rid of that. These pucks still work. That one's a little brighter. But I got these for $2 because I got this Craftsman flashlight. I need to see if that works. For $2, I think I took the gamble because it was very dim light. I think I need to replace the batteries and see how it looks. So yeah, this has been my latest bargain video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I really like my new bronze hammer. I think that's cool.